Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to the Upadesamrita series. Today we are going to look at verse number 5, which deals with how to deal with different levels of devotees or how to respect different levels of devotees appropriately. Just like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he sings, Sakale Samman Korite Shakati Deho Natha Jatha Jatha. Jatha Jatha Samman means appropriate respect. So the verse goes like this. कृष्णेति यस्य गिरितं मनसा द्रियेत दीक्षास्ति चेत् प्रणतिभिश्च भजन्तमीशं शुश्रूषया भजन विद्यमनन्यमन्य निन्दादिशून्य हृदमीप्सित संगलब्ध्या. So direct meaning is like this. Krishneti yasya giritam manasa driyeta. If we see some devotees chanting Krishna's name, then we should respect him in mind. Then dikshasti chet pranatibhishya bhajantam isham. If he has taken initiation, then one should worship him. I mean, respect him by offering obeisances. Pranatibhishya bhajantam isham and bhajantam isham bhajana vidyam ananyamanyam. Uh, so with diksha, if somebody is worshipping Supreme Lord, then we should offer obeisances to him. And then Shushrushaya Bhajana Vidyam Ananyamanya. By service, Bhajana Vidyam, one who is very advanced in the science of devotional service. Such person whose heart is completely free, Nindadi Shunya Hrudam. Ipsita Sangalabdhya, we should know that we have found the correct association, or we should know that we have obtained our desired object and then do some menial service to him. So let's see what our different acharyas have to say about this. So as you are saying, Radharaman Goswami, he makes the first point. Ananyam means that such devotee is not even attracted to Lord Narayan worship, but dedicated only to Krishna. Of course, we have to understand this properly, that his Ishtadev is Krishna. That is the meaning. All glories to all the devotees of Lord Narayan, all glories to Lakshmi Narayan also. But somebody तथापि ऐकान्तिनां श्रेष्ठा गोविंद हृत मानसा येषां श्रीश प्रसादोपि मनोहर्तुं न शक्नुयात्. So in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami writes, all the devotees of all Vishnu tattvas are ekantinas, and they are great. If they are ekantis, their only desire is to love Krishna or love Lord Ram or love Lord Narayan, then all of them are extraordinary and worshipable. But tathapi ekantinam shrestha. But among them, the greatest are Govinda Rutamanasa, one whose heart is captured by Govinda, because Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. And Yesham Shrisha Prasadopi Manohartam Shaknuya. So their heart is not even attracted by the awe and reverence type bhakti, Shrisha Prasad, which is a mercy of Lord Narayan. They will definitely be very, very respectful to Lord Narayan and pray to him to have bhakti for Krishna exclusively. Um, but here, Ananyam means not even attracted to Lord Narayana worship, means worship in awe and reverence, but dedicated only to Krishna in the mood of following the footsteps of Rajvasis. That is the Ishtadev Nishtha. No need to think that this is in any way minimization of Lord Narayan or Vaishnavas who are worshipping Lord Narayan. All glories to them. But here we are talking about Ishtadev Nishtha. One who is Ishtadev Nishtha is Radha Krishna. They are here discussed as Ananya. Then, because they are belonging to one's own type of clan, you can say, or same type of worshippers. Naturally, they will have more affection for each other. It's very natural. There is no, uh, there should not be any objection here. Second point, Nindadi Shunya. He mentions what is Nindadi Shunya. Why such devotee is free from all criticism? Because he does not have time for all these. Very simple. He is so much engrossed in bhajan that 24 hours are insufficient for him. First of all, he has no tendency and he has no time. He has no time or tendency to criticize anybody, let alone Vaishnavas. He has no time for anything. His साढ़े सात प्रहर या कीर्तन श्रवणे. So all his time is uh, completely dedicated in service of Radha Krishna, in service of Guru Vaishnavas. Where is the time to criticize anybody? So I should ask question to myself: if I am criticizing anybody, even in mind, how come do I have so much time? Like, where is time? Time is so valuable. How can I waste it in such a way? I should not have such spare time as such. You know. So Nindadi Shunya. He does not have time for all this. Lies like somebody who is busy digging gold. He has no time for anything else. His business is so important. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he mentions that Kanishta Bhakta is one who chants without knowledge of Sambandha Tattva. So he is taking it as Kanishta is one who is just chanting Krishna's name. Madhyam is the one who is taking Diksha and knowing Sambandha Tattva and then chanting. Uttam is the one who is very advanced in chanting. According to Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he takes this verse like this. So Kanishta Bhakta is chanting without Sambandha Tattva Jnana that Krishna is my supreme Lord, I am his part and parcel. Mama Vansho Jiva Loke. Without this knowledge, Jiva Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das. Without this knowledge, somebody who's chanting without the proper Tattva Gyan, Sambandha Tattva Gyan, somebody is chanting, then one should respect him within the mind. Madhyama Adhikari, who is knowledgeable of one's Sambandha towards Krishna and he's chanting, he should be merciful upon Kanishta and respect him in mind. That's what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes. Let's see what Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has to say. He gives a completely different angle on this. He says, Srila Saraswati Thakur says that Krishnetiyasya Giritam Manasadriyata means he is Swagoshti. He doesn't consider him to be, he does not categorize this verse into Kanishta, Madhyam and Uttam, but rather he starts with Swagoshti. Swagoshti means one who considers the lowest among the hierarchy is one who considers Krishna and his name to be non-different. Krishna's name is divine and Krishna Bhakti is the exclusive process. Chanting is the exclusive process and chants by taking initiation. So he connects first line with Dikshasti Chet. Understanding him to be Swagoshti, he is in my own clan or he is Sajatiya, he is of my own type and offer obeisances to him in mind. Then this Pranatibhishya Bhajantam Isham. This is Madhyam, one who serves Krishna by Nama Bhajan and stays in transcendental Vraja always within the mind. Hold his feet and follow him by mind and body. Hold his feet and find him by mind and body. And then the topmost in this rung is Bhajana Vidnyam, one who has realized his Swarup by Nama Bhajan, seeing nothing, leaving Krishna. Means apart from Krishna, he sees nothing. Sthavar Jangama Deki, Na Deki Tara Murti, Sarvatra Hai Nija, Ishta Devatera Spurti. Sees nothing to be connected, related with anyone other than Krishna. That means sees everything, otherwise, conversely, seeing everything in relationship with Krishna. Seeing everyone equally. So, such a person who is like that, what we should do, what should be our disposition towards him? Serve him with absorption by body, mind, and words. And you will receive Ipsita Sangalabdhya. You will receive Krishna's lotus feet. So beautiful. Then he goes on, fourth point. He mentioned taking Diksha and chanting Krishna's name. What does this Diksha mean? So, Diksha means Divyam Jnanam Yato Dadyat. When the Guru gives Sambandha Abhideya Prayojan Tattva Gyan to the disciple, especially the Sambandha Tattva, Kuriyat Papasa Samshayam and destroys all his sins that he has performed for millions of lifetimes. Tasma Diksha iti saprota. That is Diksha. Divyam Jnanam Yato Dadyat. Ksha Kuriyat Papasa Samshayam. So that is Diksha. Tasma Diksha iti saprokta Deshika is Tattva Kovidai. Those who are learned in scriptures, they or Tattva, They describe this as Diksha. Then fifth point he is mentioning Harijana. Harijana term should not be used very loosely as it appears in the society. One who one cannot become Harijana without taking shelter of Krishna's holy names. So one who is taking shelter of Krishna's holy names, he can be properly called as Harijana. Let's see what Srila Prabhupada has to say about this. The chanting of holy names of Krishna is so sublime that if one chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra offenselessly, carefully avoiding the 10 offenses, he can certainly be gradually elevated to the point of understanding that there is no difference between the holy name of the Lord and the Lord himself. Namanami Abhed. He will very clearly understand if he chants offenselessly and continuously, because chanting itself is so sublime. So gradually he will understand that. And another way of seeing it is, if one is seeing Nami to be non-different from Nam, then we should understand that he is chanting offenselessly. Other way around. So this is the fifth verse that we saw today. We will go further and discuss the sixth verse also. The sixth verse talks about how we should not see faults in devotees. Even if there may be some apparent faults due to physicality or mentality. The verse goes like this. दृष्टे स्वभावजनितैर्वपुषस्य दोषैर् न प्राकृतत्वमिह भक्तजनस्य पश्येत् गङ्गाम्बसां न खलु बुद्बुदफेन पङ्कैर्ब्रह्मद्रवत्वमपगच्छति नीरधर्मैः. So direct meaning is like this. Drishtai, by seeing, swabhavajanita. Um, for so many lifetimes, I have developed a particular kind of swabhav, the impressions and the karma and so many other things that I did previously. So that generates a swabhava nature, kind of material nature. Uh, and it definitely has faults, because matter itself has faults, so material nature has faults. But seeing them, vapushasya doshe, swabhava janite, the faults in the nature, and vapushasya. And previous karmas and previous actions, everything leads to current body, previous desires, and the body will also have some defects, externally speaking. So seeing those defects, na prakrutatvam iha bhaktajanasya pashyat, one should not see the devotee to be prakrut or made up of matter. Hmm? Just like the example is given, Gangambasam na khalu budbuda pena pankar. In rainy season, the Ganges water becomes so muddy, but yet the devotees respect that water because it is holy water and take bath in that water. Brahma dravatvam apagachati na apagachati nira dharmai. Hmm? So its spiritual nature is not vanquished just because the water has become muddy. So let's see what Sri Radharaman Goswami has to say. First point, do not see devotees as mundane, even if their acts may be perceived as mundane or faulty, else there will be aparadh. So our progress will be checked if we do that. So we have to be very careful. Second point, Swabhava Janita means manasa faults, like the mental faults, like greed, etc. And Vapu faults means kaik faults, like uncleanliness or old age, like that. So one should not see them. One should see that if he is properly focused, just like Krishna also says, right? Apichet suduracharo bhajante mam ananya bhav sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasito hi sa. Uh, so why Kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvat chhadyam nigacchati kaunteya pratijanihi namay bhakta pranashyati. So okay, it is between them and Krishna. Even if there is apparent fault, it is between them and Krishna. Krishna knows how to deal with that. My duty is to respect him because he is Krishna Bhakta. And how to purify him, Krishna will purify. It's not my business. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions, first point, do not criticize devotees by seeing the Swabhav Janit faults like color, caste, laziness, or harshness. Uh, Previously also we have seen that, okay, somebody has these faults, it is his superior's duty to correct him, it's not my business. Just see the Shuddha Bhakti and offer respect. Second point, A person endeavoring for pure devotion cannot become contaminated by faults of inert body. Considering him inferior by seeing those faults is nam aprad. So he's cautioning us. Somebody is endeavoring for pure devotion. Uh, he's also living in the material world. So there will be faults due to contact uh, with inert matter, in which the body is also included. So by that, he's not faulted by that. So therefore, one should not see the faults. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, "Do not see the practitioner to be devoid of bhakti by seeing the mundane faults." Okay, there may be faults, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have bhakti. Again, he is also quoting Apiche Sudurachar. Srila Prabhupada, now he is mentioning first point, Krishna's devotee is not subjected to material condition, even though his bodily features may appear materially conditioned. One should therefore not see a pure devotee from a materialistic point of view. Unless one is actually a devotee, he cannot see another devotee perfectly. So very nice. It is on the fault is on the seer side if he is saying fault in the devotees. So Prabhupada is writing, if somebody is actually a devotee, then only he can see other devotees perfectly. So if I'm not able to see the devotee properly, I'm only seeing his faults. Probably something wrong with my devotional practice only. Second point, one should therefore avoid observing a pure devotee externally, but should try to see the internal features and understand how he is engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. In this way, one can avoid seeing the pure devotee from material point of view, and thus one can gradually become a purified devotee himself. So very beautiful, very instructive. That first, how to deal with different levels of devotees. Secondly, even if we see some fault in them, just neglect that fault. It's not my business. I should see the bhakti within, which is like golden, the gold uh, within other types of metals. So there may be some iron trash and other things, but I should value the gold inside and not see the faults. So if we follow these, our bhakti will become very much nourished and protected. Hare Krishna. Krishna willing, we will come up with the seventh and eighth instructions next time. Hare Krishna. Have a very nice Krishna conscious day.